the show. Everyone thought it was a wonderful grand finale.
Everyone thought it was part of the show.
Yeah.
But the following day you performed as usual.
In plaster.
In the Siouxsie, in the last 10 years of your existence, you had to endure a lot of criticism. How do you deal with that? Is that something you learned to live with?
No, I think that it's partly why we've lasted for 10 years is pure spite. I think if you think about being a better adversary than your enemies, I think that keeps you going.
Well, you're still here. You've had your jubilee of 10 years last year.
Mm-hmm.
What's your secret?
I think I just talked about that. I'm just malicious. If for anyone that would want to see...
Yeah, but it's not something that can be said about a lot of punk bands that started off in, 10 years ago.
There are a lot of groups that started that purely saw it as a fad, and they had their new brackets punk uniforms on and synths, and it'll always happen. There'll be people coming out with mainly from record companies with a new look, and it will be very manufactured and very shallow, and that kind of thing just doesn't last. I mean, the audience gets bored of it, and if they don't change quick enough, then they're washed up on the shore.
So it's a question of honesty.
I think so. I mean, people ask, why haven't you changed and cut your hair or gone blonde? And it's something that it's very much our own style that's become, I suppose, a recognisable style, but it's still very much our own.
I read somewhere you'd never want to trade places with Madonna, wouldn't you?
No, I mean, that's another way of doing it. I wouldn't want to do it that way, that's all. I'd like her money.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, what do you think is in store for Siouxsie and the Banshees?
What's in store for 87?
Well, and for afterwards.
For afterwards, well, we've lasted that long by not making too long ahead predictions. I think we'll see what's happening. We've got an album coming out in February, which is called Through the Looking Glass. And
I know, there's something I wanted to ask you about that album. The album contains only covers, no original material.
No.
Why is that?
Well, it's not unusual that we cover songs. I mean, from the first album, Helter Skelter was on it, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it. People recognised Helter Skelter and thought it was our own song. We've since covered 20th Century Boy by Mark Bolan, Dear Prudence, and we thought we'd have some fun and pick our 10 least favourite songs and butcher them.
Nou, niet zo negatief hoor. This Wheels on Fire is geschreven door Bob Dylan en zijn prachtig nummer Siouxsie and the Banshees, This Wheels on Fire.
If your memory serves you well, we're gonna meet again and wait. So I'm going to unpack all my things and sleep before it gets too late. No man alive will come to you with another tale to tell, but you know that we shall meet again. Your memory serves you well. Wheels on fire, rolling down the road. Let's notify my next of kin. This wheel shall slow. If your memory serves you well, I was gonna confiscate your lace and wrap it up in a sailor's knot and hide it in your case. You found for sure that it was yours, but it was also hard to tell. And you know that we shall meet again if your memory serves you well. on me to call on them to give you your favors done. And after every plan failed, and there was nothing more to tell, you knew that we would meet again if you